Good morning, students. Today I, Padmaja Behera, an English subject teacher, has come with another video of class 10. The title of the poem is A Tiger in the Zoo, written by the famous poet Leslie Norris, and it is from the book The Literature Reader, First Flight. So before I start, I would like to discuss about the theme on which this particular poem is based. Like we all human beings, animals also want their own freedom. Animals can never be used as objects, and you know very well, like we are happy in our homes. Similarly, the animals also are happy in their natural habitat. The poet has tried to draw a contrast between a tiger in a zoo with a tiger in its natural habitat. I hope all of you will agree to this and very nicely written. See, if look at the situation now, how we have disturbed the environment. So the animals are coming to the towns because their natural habitat has been destroyed. Now let's begin with the first stanza. He stalks in his vivid stripes the few steps of his cage, on pads of velvet quiet in his quiet race. In this particular stanza, the appearance of the tiger is mentioned and its movements in the small cage of the zoo. The stripes of the tiger can be very clearly visible as they are very bright. And the tiger walks very quietly with the smooth velvet pads, but he can take only few steps. The tiger is full of anger because he is helpless. Let me first discuss, before proceeding to the next stanza, I would like to discuss about the rhyme scheme. This poem has a constant rhyme scheme, that is AB and CB. He stalks. The literary device will be personification, and metaphor is the pads of velvet. What do you mean? What do you mean by metaphor, children? It's a comparison using without using as or like. It is a comparison. The pads of velvet is signifying is compared to the claws of the feet of the tiger, how it is velvet, how it is soft, how he is taking small steps. And the last literary device is imagery. He stalks in his vivid stripes. Imagery. You can imagine yourself, that is visual imagery. You can imagine that how the tiger is taking small steps and it is looking very colorful and bright. Moving on to the second stanza, he should be lurking in the shadow, sliding through long grass, near the water hole where the plump deer pass. Here, the poet is filled with pity and is imagining the different life of the tiger when he was near his natural habitat. Got it, children? Now, and the poet is very unhappy actually, seeing the tiger in the cage, because in the natural habitat he would be moving in the darkness, looking for prey, whereas in the zoo he is able to remain awake in the broad daylight. He is able to see in the broad daylight. And whereas had he been in his natural habitat, he would be hiding behind long grass to find a prey near the water hole, where normally the animals, the deer, the elephants, the bull and cows, they come. Now let us see the literary devices here. Alliteration is plump pass. Imagery is lurking in the wind. Imagery is what? The visual imagery. Got it, children? The visual imagery means that You have to imagine yourself that that where is the tiger, where is he standing, in his natural habitat, lining, what is the line, lurking in the shadow. Now let's move to the third stanza, children. Have a look. But is locked in a concrete cell, his strength behind bars, stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitors. Here, the poet is imagining the the tiger's life as compared to the real one, and how the tiger is caged in a small cell like a prisoner. He has a lot of strength, but he does not want to display his strength because his strength is imprisoned in the prison bars. The tiger pays no attention to the visitors who come to see him every day. He just moves up and down and paces the cage, the small space in the cage. Now, children, let's move to the next stanza. That is the fifth stanza. He hears the last voice at night, the patrolling cars, and stares with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. Here, the poet is describing the routine of the tiger, how he does not even rest during the day because the people come and disturb him, and even in the night he is awake till the very last whistle of the zookeeper. The tiger is awake due to the noises of the patrolling cars, and he keeps staring at the brilliant stars with his brilliant eyes. Maybe the poet is thinking that he is asking for forgiveness, asking for help to God because he is feeling helpless. He finds himself imprisoned inside the cage. Students, please understand, don't go by the literal meaning. I meant to say, literal meaning means he's not asking. Just imagine your life just as a tiger is caged in a zoo. If you are locked inside a room for quite some time, how do you feel? How helpless you feel, and how you want to come out of it. There is a lot of anger and frustrations in you because you are caged. Every human being or animal, for that matter, wants their own freedom. So it is the fundamental right that that the children and the elders, the animals, who all are the creations of God, have to live free. That is our birthright. So this is, don't think that animals should not have this right. They also have a right to live free and have an independent life and take an independent decision. But it is wrong on our part to capture them and engage them to earn money or for our own selfish interest. It is we human beings who are the culprit, students. This is a great lesson learned. Great lesson learned. Think, what lesson did we learn today, children? The lesson is this: we should not disrespect the animals, even though they cannot speak. Their innocent eyes speak 1,000 words, children. Please don't harass any animal because you pretty well know that they cannot speak, but they can, of course, express themselves through their emotions. Children, hope you enjoyed watching the video, and even I enjoyed making it. Please go through the NCRT questions and try to solve them. Thank you, children. It's over from me now.